Hi, my name is Esusa Boy, and I'm one of the co-founders here at Brainic. Brainic is solving the problem of the overwhelming stress that teachers go through when they're grading textbooks, notebooks, and homeworks. They're piled up with all these notes, and they are unable to really focus on what is important, the student, and delivering personalized learning. These teachers spend close to 20 hours a week grading notes, and students are still left behind on concepts. They are unable to give feedbacks on these ticks or X's or the D's or F's or A's or B's that they give on these test papers because all they're able to do is mark it, and in a class of 30 students, it's very hard for you to actually understand what each student is going through. That's why we started Brainic. Brainic is solving the problem through using AI to automatically grade these notes. So we're using Gemini 2.5 wrapper to be able to grade the notes, but also get personalized feedback for each student. Therefore, the students are able to actually understand what they're missing in a certain concept and not be left behind. And we went further. We built the Student Study Center so that after a single homework or classwork is graded, the students are also able to generate quizzes that actually quiz them on the concepts that they missed. And we look at this spreading into different areas from not only homeworks, classworks, and tests, but also in exams, especially national exams. Right now, we're in Kigali, Rwanda, and we aim to scale to the rest of East Africa, and the global world. Because we've noticed that this isn't something that only plagues Africa alone, but every single part of the world. And it's something that is very key now that AI is booming and the artificial intelligence models are only going to get smarter. Now is the time to start. So what is our business model? Our business model is a $10 subscription fee per student per term. So the schools are going to be paying $30 for each student in an entire school year. And we're looking at expanding this to a total market size just in Africa alone of 450 million students. And so if we expand this to even the West with the US or the UK, the market size is innumerable. Meaning that this is something that definitely needs to be invested in right now. And we are also looking at investing in the other side of exams, where we've partnered with NESA, which is the National Exam Coordinator here in Rwanda, and they're saying that right now they're paying roughly $4 for each single exam sheet that is marked to a teacher. Meaning that in a scenario where you have 200,000 students in the entire country of Rwanda graduating from 6th grade, 9th grade, and 12th grade, you have to pay close to $1 million to get this delivered. But what we're looking at is that what if we're able to use our platform to grade these notes? Because we come in with speed, meaning that they can apply for universities or high schools quicker. We come in with insights, meaning that these high schools and universities are actually able to understand what their students are missing and actually infer it into the training program that they deliver, making schools more smarter. And we come in with a cheaper price. We're going to be charging only a single dollar for each paper that's graded with our platform. That's a 75% decrease. And we've already started. We're planning to have a pilot program by this September with 13 schools with which we've signed contracts with. And these 13 schools are going to have an estimate of 2,600 students. And we aim that with this pilot program, we're going to actually refine our product, but also simultaneously launch in other markets, such as Kenya, Uganda, and Nigeria simultaneously. Our goal for each of these markets is 50 schools each, with a total roughly of 500 students, meaning that the revenue generation by the end of this year is going to be a lot, upwards of $30,000. So, our team. We are a team of 4 engineers and 2 business experts, all of us being in the startup space for 15 total years, and having started AI startups and pivoted, and we all came together because we understood that this is a real problem, but also a lot of our team members actually have family members, parents, uncles or aunties who are actually in this school system, and we see this happen every day where they come back home and they have these piles of notes to grade and they're unable to do what they really love or focus on what they really love, which is teaching and helping build students. We believe the only way that you're actually able to take a student from ground 0 to 1 and higher is if you really understand this student. And right now, these teachers are unable to do this because they're being carried away by all these notes exams, and papers that they have to grade. They should be more focused on understanding each individual student, their pain points, and what they need help with. And our AI platform is going to help with that. Join us as we revolutionize education and bring personalized learning to the world. We're Braining.